Hello everyone, I'm Chessrock44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Geneforge 3! When last we went out, we went into this area which, well, we can't really get through very well. Actually, now that I think about it, due to the fact I completely screwed things up... Yeah, now that I think about it, I think we really did screw things up, so... yeah. You know what? Because I think maybe doing that may have screwed things up in a very dangerous way, I think I'm just going to admittedly undo everything I did there, because, yeah, I don't want to screw the game over a bit. Okay? So yeah, everything that happened in there, we'll just go ahead as if that never happened. Because you never know, things could have gone in a poor direction. So, yeah. Let's go to Benerii-Eo. They may have a quest for us to go up in there and talk to that guy, you never know. Let's go. Benerii-Eo gates. You ascend into a narrow, high-walled valley which provides a little protection from the blistering winds. A road stretches up the steep hill to the west. Looks like it has seen a lot of travel recently. At the top of the hill you see a massive stone gate. It is made of huge blocks of stone piled by the efforts of serviles, dracons, and a bit of magic. It is an enormous structure designed to be imposing and to inspire terror in an attacker. In that, the rebels have learned well from the Shapers. Yet there is a strange lack of guards. In front of the gate you see a lone figure surrounded by pylons. You don't see anyone else. Although there are several ominous tunnels into the walls on the valley on either side. The name of this place is clearly marked on an obelisk by the path. This is Benerii-Eo, the fortress of the rebels. Let me guess. Litalia is there? I imagine that is exactly the case. Well, there's all the guards. Of course. Guards, drakes, dracons, all that stuff. All these creations all over the place here. I'm guessing that's an entrance to the guardhouse or something. We're not going to go in that way yet. We're going to walk up to the front gate. Oh, what is that? The creations in this cave have assembled a pile of trophies here. Shielding band. We don't even need to take that. That was one side. There are several bodies here. They were chained to the posts and executed. Then they were left here, frozen solid, a clear message to visitors of Benerii-Eo. Yeah. Don't cross us, or you will be slain. None of them seem to have anything. Of course not. Why would they? And here's the other guard post. There are several huge crystal spires here, surrounded by the ropes and logs used to transport them in and out of Benerii-Eo. Some of the crystals have been shattered by overuse and are being broken down for reagents. Others are new, waiting to be transported and put into use. The work taking place in Benerii-Eo must require a great deal of power. Makes perfect sense. Do any of these guys talk? No, they're just serviles. They're probably all just guards. You know, once again, pile of trophies. Nothing of use, it looks like. Small lake. More creations everywhere. So many. They really are well guarded here. They really don't want anyone in here unless they allow them in. What does this say? Interrogation and mental purity. Okay, let's take a look at the front gate then. We know someone is there. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be Litalia. Yep, it is. Litalia is standing in front of the Benerii-Eo main gate. She has changed a lot since you first encountered her. Much of her humanity has been burned away. She radiates power. The falling snow swirls around her without touching her. Yet though she has shaped and reshaped herself many times, each time increasing the energy she can direct, she has not lost all human emotions. When you greet her, she smiles. So, you are here. I knew when I first saw you. I saw some of myself in you. I thought that maybe your story could parallel mine. Soon you may enter Benerii-Eo. First, though, Akari Blaze insists that you must be tested. What is your story? Where did you come from? I am not much older than you. I trained as a shaper. I showed much promise. I was an apprentice, then a novice, then a student. Then I was given the robes, and all I had to do to share in the power was to complete my first mission. So I was given a watcher and sent out. I was sent to a remote outpost where the Shapers were weak and confused, and they had let things go wrong. What had gone wrong at the settlement? A lack of discipline. The environment was harsh, and the serviles had become disobedient and then rebellious. So I asked my watcher what needed to be done, and he told me. And he told me I had to do it. What had to be done? Why, what else? The serviles had to be killed, and I was the one who had to do it. That was what the watcher said. So what did you do? What else? I did what I had been trained to do. I obeyed. I slaughtered them. They fled and screamed and begged for mercy, and I burned them down, much like I did at your school. Then I shaped new serviles, trusting, happy, mindless creatures, not knowing the life of miserable labor that awaited them, and I put them to work. And then, when the work was done, I went to the Watcher's hut, and I tried to kill him. I saw what I had done, what a monster I had become, and I had to... She looks away. For the first time you see her as anything but confident. Did you kill your Watcher? Of course not. I was nowhere near powerful enough. He paralyzed me. And then he laughed. He said this sort of thing happens all the time, that I would get used to the feelings I had. And then I fled. I ran out into the wilderness, where I met... him. Met who? Galdring, greatest of the Dracons. At first I thought that it was a coincidence that he came out of the wastes and found me, but I know now that he sensed me, sensed my terror and anger and wished to die. When he came to me, I bowed to him. I begged him to kill me for what I had done. But instead he... She shudders, though not from the cold, and she smiles. He what? He took me in. That is all. He gave me the chance to atone, to purge the world of the evil the Shapers had become. Do not fool yourselves, there is no other way. The Shapers will never ever listen to reason. Death is the only thing that will change them. You have learned this lesson, and it is time for the Dracons to take you in, to make you a weapon that will remake the world. Can you train or teach me? There is no more teaching, there is only shaping. You will be refined, purified, reshaped. The genes, the tiny scrolls within you that tell the story of your being, our magic will rewrite them. And that process can begin now. There are some canisters in the wings north and south of the gates. Use them. Let them make you strong. There is something I want to know. Yes? What is happening on the mainland? Destruction. The full, undiluted power of the Shapers, wielded by us without limit, turned on its former masters. Rotgroth, Gazers, Dracons, running wild, burning the cities down. And Terestia is only the start. Eventually, no Shaper land will be saved from destruction and justice. What is the Geneforge? You do not have to hear it from me. You will see it soon enough. Why did you destroy the school? Because it was necessary. We needed to reduce the Shaper numbers as much as possible, as quickly as possible. I took no pleasure in it. Despite the effects of the canisters on my mind, I still value life. I can still feel. But this is a war. You said that I need testing? Yes. Akari Blaze is a cautious being. He will not allow you to enter until you have been evaluated by a rebel creation. He trusts me, mostly. You must submit to the inspection of Kriz-san I, who can be found in the interrogation chambers north of here. If the orb allows it, you may enter. What is Kriz-san I? A gazer, one of the creations that are only allowed to exist by the rebels. Gazers are far more dangerous, proud, and unpredictable than drakes. The Shaper Council would destroy every one of them if they could. Of course, it is far too late for that now. How will I be tested? I will not say. I myself am curious as to what will happen. Why must I be further tested? After all I have done, why must this time be wasted? You are convincing, but I see through you and your shape of bluster, and so will they. Do not attempt such trickery with a gazer or a drakon. They mistrust our kind as it is. They will destroy you. Very well. Alright, let's take a look to the south first, since we're going to have to go to the north eventually. Warriors' quarters. Wonder what we're gonna find in here. Let's see. Shielding pod, major healing spores. Nothing of use there. Yeah, these are where all the warriors stay. The barracks and the like. Only makes sense. They need to stay somewhere. There is a small control creature here. It seems to be hooked into some crystal fibers running just under the stone floor. There is a single word etched into the stone pedestal. Pylons. The control creature has several knobs and button protrusions on it, in a configuration very familiar to you. You operate them briefly, telling the pylons not to attack shapers. May be useful in preventing some accidents later. Yes, I'm sure that would be very, very useful. And I'm sure nobody will ever notice that has been done. There's a canister. We have permission to use it, but we shan't. Sounds too risky to use it, I think. We have used many already. You pull the lever. I don't know what that did. But they're not angry at me, so there's that. Now we head off to the north, to interrogation and testing. And here is where we need to go. Interrogation and mental purity. There's another canister, which we will not take. Another lever, which we can pull. Let me guess. That still will not open, I'm guessing? Nope, will not open. And of course the phone decided to just ring. Bloody hell, hate that. Nothing there, okay. Yeesh. With all these rooms like this, I'm worried about just what it is. Once again, pylons. Redone so they won't attack shapers. Well, there's that. And now we speak with the gazer. There is a gazer hovering in these grim chambers, looking over the tools of imprisonment and interrogation. You knew it was there before you saw it. You felt its presence in your mind. When you are close, it swivels its main eye to see you. The smaller eyes look in all directions, constantly watching for intruders.
The eyes see you, Shaper. The eyes judge you. I am Chris-san I. You are watched. Do not misbehave, for I will pry your nasty thoughts from your mind.
What is this place for?
This is the place of judgment, of seeking, of seeing into minds.
You are the interrogator?
Yes, and the finisher of lives that should not continue, the erasure of the impure. That is the purpose of my domain.
You can see into minds?
Yes, that was the original purpose of the eye. I see into the minds of creations with ease, and humans with difficulty. I cannot read thoughts, but I can see feelings and lies.
I am looking for training.
The canisters, they are made for you, for your kind. Use them, embrace them, let them change you.
Where did you come from?
The eye had the great honor. The eye was the last gazer, shaped by the mighty Drakon Ias before his murder. Tessera Eye, Christ Eye, Zezkai Eye, they were all claimed by the foul shapers. I lived to avenge.
You are going to test me?
Yes, it is time. I see your feelings. I see your lies. Are you ready to be tested by the eye?
Yes, I am.
Then tell me this. Do you reject the ways of the Shapers? reject their laws? Do you swear allegiance to Galdring and his general, Akari Blaze? Will you obey our commands?
As you prepare to answer, you feel a presence in your mind. Chris Sanai is invading your thoughts somehow. You can't tell what it can see and can't see. Yes, I swear. Chris Sanai looks perplexed. It shakes its head slightly. It suspects you, but you are able to deflect its thoughts and hide your deceit.
Then the Eye welcomes you, and your testing may continue.
What is the next test?
You must show you are useful to us. You must show that you can control your powers, and that the struggles you have endured have not broken you. Stay here.
The gazer floats out of the room for several minutes. You hear cages being unlocked and feet shuffling across the cold stone floor. Then the gazer returns.
In the room to the west, there are creations. They are unchained. Pacify them or kill them. Your decision.
As you wish. Let's see. In here, there. There are 6 creations in this room, each standing next to a post. Yet they are not restrained in any way. They are just standing there confused. Then they see you. They are completely uncontrolled. They are neither submissive nor rogue. You recognize the condition immediately. They are waiting for someone to take control. But they are also starting to get nervous. They aren't rogue yet, but they will be very soon. Sadly, the delay means that your opportunity is lost. The presence of a Shaper is very upsetting to the creations. By the time you see that they are going rogue, it is too late to take control. Well, okay then. I guess maybe I should have actually taken control or killed them instead of waiting. Yeah, this is not gonna go well for me. Down I go. Well, this'll take a bit. Okay, that's done and taken care of. Now, this time, let's try taking control of them. You hold out your hands and project a reassuring cloud of energy and essence, trying to calm their minds and get them to obey you. As expected, the stimulus makes them uncomfortable. Fortunately, you are strong and focused enough to tighten the control. You keep them from panicking. Soon they are completely pacified. You don't have the focus or energy to actually direct them, but they will not go rogue. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't get angry at us for what we did. I have pacified the rogues in the next room.
Then your testing is complete. Return to Litalia. Tell her that the Eye has seen you true and not found you wanting.
Good. Okay then. Back to Litalia. Litalia, I have completed my testing. Kriz-san I has said that I may pass. Litalia nods. I knew that you would. She waves at the door behind her. The way is open. Benerii-Eo is open to you. But beware, do not go into the Vat Core to the north. Proceed directly west to see Akari Blaze. Be cautious and respectful, but do not be afraid. At last you are home, and I will see you again soon. The space around her starts to warp and bend, and tear. The air behind her parts, revealing a sliver of dark, limitless void. Smiling, she falls back into it, and she is gone. Well, that's lovely. And that leads into Benerii-Eo Labs. I'm curious about what's in the southern gates, though. So I think we'll go take a look at that. But first, let's go back and just, be an icy end. And that was taken care of. Well, that was interesting. Took a bit longer than I thought, but you're probably not going to see that. Next episode, we'll take a look at the southern gates, because I like seeing everything I can, as much as I can anyway. We'll do that in the next episode, so until then, I am Chester44, that is Evan, Vavik, and Min. This has been a Geneforge 3 Let's Play, and I will see you all next time.